to my explainer tonight. Now, the Energy Petroleum Regulatory Authority earlier this month gazetted new prices for electricity that take effect on the 1st of April. Now, the new higher rates will affect all consumers, but what does this mean for your household power bills? First, let's begin by understanding how Kenya Power categorizes the domestic consumers. That's you and I. Currently, there are two categories. That's the lifeline category, comprising the customers who consume up to 100 units per month. And then there's the domestic ordinary consumers who use over 100 units a month. Now, the lifeline consumers are currently charged 7 shillings and 70 cents per unit of electricity, while the domestic ordinary customers are charged 12 shillings and 60 cents per unit. Now, let's note that these prices factor in, remember that 15% reduction that was negotiated by former President Uhuru Kenyatta? Now, it was to expire in December, but was extended by the current administration to the end of March, that's tomorrow, to help pave way for discussions on the new tariffs. Now, we'll get to those tariffs in a moment, but from the 1st of April, there will be now 3 categories of domestic customers. That lifeline category that we spoke about will be split into 2. Those who have consumed or those who consume less than 30 units a month, and those who consume between 31 and 100 units a month, and then the final category of those who use over 100 units in a month, right? Okay, so following the gazettement by the regulator, EPRA, of the new rates, the new prices of electricity per category will now look like this for those new categories. Now, for the lifeline customers who consume less than 30 units of power, the cost of electricity will go up by close to 5 shillings per unit. The second category that was hived out of the lifeline bracket, consuming between 31 and 100 units, will pay 8 shillings and 60 cents more for each unit of electricity that they will buy. Now, this final category here of those who consume more than 100 units per month will have to part with 20 shillings and 97 cents per unit, up from 12 shillings and 60 cents per unit. All right, so what does this actually look like, right, in actual terms? Well, one thing to remember is those costs that we've talked about are for the unit of electricity itself. But the total cost of what you pay for power, either on prepaid or postpaid, includes many other variable costs, in addition to that price of electricity that we've talked about. So these are the rates that you see here. The energy rate, like we've said, is the actual cost of the power itself. Now, there's other variables like the fuel cost adjustment, foreign exchange adjustment, and inflation. And these are the 3 that can change from time to time. These others remain pretty much constant, including this VAT, right? Now, these variables are then added to that energy cost that we've talked about to give the total effective cost of electricity per unit. So, according to EPRA, here is a comparison between what you are paying today, right now, and what you will pay come the 1st of April. Let's take a look at it. So, for the domestic customer lifeline, if that's those who consume less than 30 units a month, the current total cost of electricity has been 21 shillings and 99 cents per unit. The new cost for these customers who are on the lower end of the bracket will go down by 83 cents. So what does that mean if you were buying tokens today for 500 shillings? If you buy tokens today for 500 shillings and you fall within this category, you will get 22.7 units of electricity. Good news for you, come the 1st of April, you will now get more units. That's 23.6. Let's take a look at the other category, right? Now, this is also the domestic lifeline, but those who consume between 30, 31 and 100 units. Currently, you pay 21.99 cents for electricity. The new cost, like we said, goes up to 26 shillings and 10 cents per unit. That's an increase of 4 shillings and 11 cents. So this means with 500 shillings today, if you fall in this category, you will get 22.7 units, but you will get far less, 19.2 units, come the 1st of April. The final category is those who consume over 100 units a month. The price of the units you will be paying for goes up by 4 shillings and 11 cents. So if you are buying tokens today for 500 shillings, you would get 22.7 units, but you will get 19.2 units come the 1st of April. 2 things I need to tell you about. How they categorize this, they take a look at your electricity consumption over a 3-month period, and then they decide what type of user you are. Now, also important to note that come Friday, that's tomorrow evening, Kenya Power has announced that they will be doing systems maintenance. We can only assume that that is to recalibrate their system for this new one, and their systems for token purchase will be back up at 11 a.m. on the 1st of April. So do take that note. And this is what your power bills will look like from the 1st of April. That's my explainer tonight.